ravaging every land they touch, Vikings have become renowned for their thirst and talent for violence. Thorfinn, a son of a great Viking warrior, spends his childhood on the battlefield in order to reap his vengeance on his father's murderer. Vikings, prized in other media, rare in anime. However, now you can sate your thirst for Viking violence with this show. While there isn't much else about Vikings in anime, these other anime recommendations can help sate your thirst for violence and vengeance at least. So without further ado, here are our top 10 anime series similar to Vinland Saga.
悪くはないが、ここで死んでいただこう。誰か。お前は何者だ。この日が来るのを16年間待ち続けたぞ。アンドラグラス。
Number 10. The Heroic Legend of Arslan. The young prince Arslan is ready to prove himself on the battlefield, but on his first battle, his father is betrayed and his kingdom is conquered. With his army in shambles, Arslan is forced to go on the run in search of allies to bring him back home. In both Vinland Saga and Arslan, they take place in a world of fiction, but you can feel the distinct historical influences. In Arslan, it is inspired by Middle Eastern history, while Vinland Saga is obviously Vikings. Both are about young boys that are wronged, and then on their quest for revenge, get embroiled in a war larger than themselves. Number 9. Golden Kamui. After surviving the brutal Russo-Japanese War, Sugimoto gained the nickname the Immortal. However, he now seeks the promise of gold north in Hokkaido to provide for the blind wife and infant son of his comrade of war. Yet during this hunt, he hears the tale of a hidden stash of gold hidden by criminals with a map made out of human skin. Dismissing it as a tale at first, he soon finds the man who told it with those very same tattoos. Now on a race with a native Ainu girl, whose father was murdered for the gold, they try to make it to the stash before the criminals. Both these series are given historical eras, and the real history is established, but yet they follow fictional characters on their various adventures. What really ties these two together is the great detail they give to things found in their respective times.
I pray thee watch your lordship! Without fail, I shall hoist your banner!
Number 8. Samurai Kings. During the Sengoku period of Japan, powerful warlords fight in politics and on the battlefield in hopes of uniting their country. These are their stories. Both anime series follow historically popular warriors doing what they do. However, while Vinland Saga has combat more rooted in realism, Samurai Kings takes a more stylized, epic approach. Number 7. Berserk. Guts has been a mercenary for as long as he can remember, caring for nothing but moving to the next battle. But one fateful battle puts him at odds with the Band of the Hawk. Their charismatic, idealist leader Griffith soon makes him join by force, but his bond he forms with the Band of the Hawk may very well mean the end of the world. The obvious tie here is that both Vinland Saga and Berserk are revenge stories. Both characters were wronged and are out to kill a particular person. Furthermore, both characters were raised literally on the battlefield. I think Vinland Saga is one eclipse away from being Berserk at times. Gungrave. Brandon Heat and Harry McDowell grew up on the streets together, and both turned to crime in order to get by. However, when their activities are noticed by the eyes of the expansive Millennium Mafia Syndicate, the pair find themselves brought under their wings and rising through the ranks. Things go well until one fateful day that changes it all. Years later, Brandon Heat is brought back from the dead to fight Millennium and its new leader, Harry McDowell. While Gungrave has a more modern setting in a fictional world, what ties it together with Vinland Saga is that classic revenge tale and dark nature of the world. In both shows, you explore what motivates these characters and how they came to be. Number 5. Dororo. In order to become indomitable on the battlefield, a samurai lord barters his son's organs away to 48 demons and then abandons him. However, his son doesn't die. Instead, a medicine man saves him with primitive but lethal prosthetics that allow him to hunt down the demons and regain his organs for an eventual battle with his father. In both series, the main characters are set on their path for revenge at a very early age, and become deadly warriors because of it. However, of course you have Thorfinn avenging his father, whereas Hyakimaru is after his father for vengeance. Number 4. Goblin Slayer. A young priestess fresh out of the temple is excited to start her life as an adventurer. On her first day, she joins an adventuring party to go slay some goblins. However, like so many young adventure parties before them, they underestimate the goblins. It ends with 2 dead, 1 viciously raped, and the priestess saved from fate by a man whose only mission in life is to slay all the goblins. Did you enjoy Vinland Saga because the main character became a deadly fighter since they started so young? Goblin Slayer is similar. The main character went through a traumatic event, and thus dedicated his mind and body to violent revenge. Number 3. Kingdom. In the ancient Chinese kingdom of Qin, Jin Li, a war orphan, trains with his fellow slave and best friend Piao to achieve his dream of one day being a great general of the heavens. However, one day Piao is sent to work at the royal palace until a coup sends him back to Jin Li, half dead, in order to bring him in for a meeting with China's young king, Zhen Ying, thus thrusting him into an adventure and towards his destiny. As Vinland Saga goes on, it opens up more of the world and the characters within it. This shows there is so much more to the tale than just vengeance. It doesn't become quite as sweeping and complex as Kingdom, but if you like historical war, then this is a great next match. Number 2. Samurai Champloo. Fu is a young girl working as a waitress at a small tea house. Things are peaceful until one day she spills tea on a customer and finds the samurai harassing her. Calling for help, a thuggish young rogue by the name of Mugen steps in, only to pick a fight with another tightly wound samurai named Jin. In their fight, they end up destroying the shop and getting arrested. After saving the 2 fighters from their execution, Fu hires them as bodyguards to help her find a samurai that smells of sunflowers. Both series show off the politics and events going on in the world in a way that is not dry and textbook boring. However, while the political goings-on are interesting, in both shows you are often just waiting for the next great fight. Number 1, we have Vinland Saga. Just kidding. No, but seriously guys, if you made it this far and haven't watched Vinland Saga yet, please go watch it. It is without a doubt the best anime of 2019, and can even compete with shows like Berserk, One Piece, and Hunter x Hunter story-wise. Great main character, plus great villains equals a masterpiece like Vinland Saga. So give it a chance, and be sure to try some of the other anime. That's it for today's video guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and let us know down in the comments what anime on this list you think is the most similar to Vinland Saga. And don't forget to subscribe if you like content like this and want more.